Welcome back, my friends, to the Psychic Next Door. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to tune in, as well as for your overwhelming support, for subscribing, liking, and even commenting on my videos. I am truly grateful for you. My goal today and always is to provide you clarity and peace through these spirit-driven messages. Remember, these are just general readings, not one-to-one, so if it doesn't resonate, just leave it behind. This reading was created for our beautiful Libra friends for the month of September. However, it is a timeless reading and can resonate with you at any given period. All right, as we continue to shuffle the cards, let's dive into a little bit of the astrology that could better help guide you throughout this coming month. I don't know about you guys, but Mercury retrograde last month was very rocky. So I am really glad we're moving away from it. So the great thing about the remainder of this year is we're going to be focused on purging any toxic relationships, ideas, negative patterns, and bad habits that have been consuming us. As Uranus goes retrograde into Taurus starting on September 1st, this is the beginning of a new chapter emerging that so many of us have been yearning for. On this day as well, Pluto enters Capricorn for the final time. This is also signaling the closing of a very long chapter and opening the doors to fresh starts for many of us. Now that summer is coming to a close, this is an excellent time to develop some healthy and positive routines and kind of going after your goals. Overall, in the world of astrology, the key message for this month is allowing yourself a fresh start and the ability to set the trajectory of your life in the direction you want it to take, okay? So the first cards that came out were Step Into Your Power, Take a Breather, Talk Less and Feel More. While I was shuffling the cards and kind of going over the astrology points for you guys for this month, Spirit kept showing me a sunflower. So I'm not sure if this is like a sign for some of you. Some of you have seen a sunflower. Some of you, that's your favorite flower. You can relate to it. But they want you to know if a sunflower is related in any way, shape, or form to you, this reading is for you, okay? I'm sure they'll bring more confirmations for us as this reading continues, but that appears to be the beginning for you all, my Libra friends. So I will have to tell you that during my off-camera meditation, and I do want to share this, a very specific situation showed itself to me for you all, okay? And while this may only be for a very small few of you, Spirit wanted me to start off with this, so I want to share it with you. For some of you, there is a relationship, and it doesn't appear or feel to be romantic. However, it is a relationship, perhaps a business colleague, a mentor. I don't know if I really want to say mentor, okay? Perhaps for some of you it is, but it's more of a business colleague. Some of you that communicate with an individual off and on, okay? For business ideas and thoughts. There is a little bit of confusing energy. It feels as though for some of you in regards to this relationship with this person. I'm getting the feeling that the individual that you're kind of working with off and on oftentimes may make a comment or two that throws you off in a sense, okay? It almost feels like a little bit of flirting energy, and they're kind of trying to test the waters, per se, with this situation, this business situation. It appears to be an individual that you hold in high regard, right? So you're feeling a little bit conflicted about this. And I see the visual of two people. So it appears to be female, male. And I know energy is fluid, but you know, take this vision and information for what it's worth. You are correct, or you appear to be correct. as far as that energy you're feeling from them, okay? It's not all business related, what you're feeling from them, okay? And of course, do with this what you will. But as far as outside of a business relationship, it doesn't feel like the best path you could be going down. Okay? So I hope somebody out there resonates with that. It's a message that Spirit brought to the forefront, pretty quickly during my meditation, so I wanted to share it with you. Know that you're being validated and what you're feeling and a little bit of the confusion. Spirit is showing me that perhaps you're going to be redirecting this relationship, business relationship, to the path it needs to be on. Kind of putting a firm foot forward, if you will, so it can continue on a positive momentum. If the lines are become a bit blurred, okay, and you've been feeling a little bit confused, this is why. This is not in your head. This is not something you're imagining. What you are feeling is correct energy from that individual, okay? So handle that as you will, my friends, and to your highest good, all right? Let's get started on your reading. Now, step into your power. So for many of you throughout this year, and what's great is I love astrology, right? Because you can feel it coming through in your reading, these opportunities, these situations and opportunities that may be presenting themselves to you are coming through in the astrology, are coming through in your reading, okay? Overall, Spirit is showing me a collective group of you that have kind of been in, I don't want to say the back burner, but you've kind of been not in the forefront, if you will. This appears to start off more business-centered, career-focused for you than relationship, about stepping into your power. They kind of want to focus on that first, okay? The Empress card came through. The Empress is someone who has this power, and as you can, the great thing about these cards is you can see her sitting in her power, right? She's confident, she's watching, she's listening, she's looking, but there is this overall aura about you that is about to evolve. They're sharing with me, for some of you, it's a certain situation that you're about to step up and lead, okay? For others of you, you're going to be making a career move. For others of you, they're showing me the word project, so it could be just a project related, something you wanted to tackle that you haven't, but you're deciding now that the second half of the year is in front of you. You're willing to take that chance now. For some of you, they're showing me perhaps in the careers that you've chosen, in the lifestyles that you've chosen, things are going to be slowing down for you a bit. They're not going to be as hectic, okay? And you're able to refocus your energy and your schedule and your routine to fit the ability to take on this career and project and situation that you've been wanting to do. For others of you, now that the first part of 2024, okay, is behind you, there was a lot of struggles. I'm actually seeing some individuals who were dealing with some very serious health issues. Some others of you, I see someone who have dealt with a passing of a loved one, a business associate, some close friends, just some very, very difficult times that you went through for the beginning of 2024. They're also showing me the year 2023, so perhaps that energy is coming into 2024. For those of you that have lost a loved one or someone close to you, you've been working through that throughout 2024. You're kind of not sure where you're at, where you fit in life. You've been going through the healing process. This, perhaps it wasn't, a family member, but it was somebody that really hit home. It was very close to you that this happened to. You've been working through all this, and some of this negative energy, you have felt kind of stuck in it all, okay? You've been taking some time to breathe, to kind of think through things, making some changes, wondering if you're on the right path, okay? This feels to be more the beginning of 2024 and current energy, kind of like what you've been going through. You've, been taking a break and so on. Just trying to reset yourself. This next part of the year is what they're showing me. For some of you, you've already stepped into your power. Some of you, you've started this journey, this new chapter in August, is what they're showing me. They're showing me a second message affiliated with this now, these cards. Stepping into your power is in regards to you taking the bull by the horns in regards to dating and relationships and the current relationship that you're in. For some of you, in bringing out this new fiery, confident individual that you've become, perhaps some of you, they're showing me like someone doing yoga, somebody going for walks. You're kind of changing your patterns, your routine. You're giving yourself a more healthier lifestyle. In doing that, you attract people, okay? Because they're like, oh wow, who is this confident and energetic and focused person? And that energy automatically brings about more people into your life. This Knight of Cups is a new suitor, if you will. Perhaps someone you're going to start dating, okay? Someone you have your eye on. For some of you, this is going to be a random chance, okay? You're just going to meet this individual in your day-to-day. For others of you, they're showing me that you're going to be set up by a friend, or perhaps you're going to be they're showing me a gathering. I don't think it's necessarily a party or anything like that, but like a gathering where some mutual friends are brought and you have your eye on this individual. Perhaps this individual approaches you, kind of starts talking to you. All right. For some of you, this is starting out as a friendship and or business associate that will lead into something more as the time goes on. Spirit wants you to focus on doing things in a different manner. Okay. They're showing me the next 6 months or the rest of the year, and they're highlighting this card, 8 of Wands. Okay. This time in this period is going to move very quickly for you. Okay. When you start making these changes, and they're minor changes, you're not transforming yourself, if you will, okay? These start out as minor changes, positive changes in your life. Things are going to start moving very quickly for you once you start doing this. The suitor comes in. You're going to be looking at things differently than you've ever looked at them before, okay? It's kind of like you're going to see things in a different light. You're going to take chances that you have not taken before, okay? It has to go hand in hand with the stepping in your power. The Fool is looking at something, perhaps looking at the same thing, but you're looking at it from a different perspective, a different point of view, okay? In doing that, these transformations begin as well, okay? See how it's just small, minor things over here? It's showing me an individual that instead of a cookie, they're going for broccoli, okay? Not my choice, right? Not my automatic choice, but I also have been trying to make healthier choices so I can feel better, okay? And it is difficult. These changes are not easy by any means. And you kind of have to reintroduce the mindset to yourself every day. And sometimes, when you're really going through it, and it's showing me some individuals kind of putting themselves down, making them, I'm seeing an individual who's not really feeling in their power, who just kind of puts themselves down, who feels that for the point in their life that they're at, they're not where they want to be, and so on. We need to change our frame of mind here. We need to change our thinking. Look how far you've come. Are you the same person that you were 10 years ago? Okay. Have you made better choices? Okay. Are you in a better position in your life than 10 years ago? Have you grown as a person? Okay. And if the answer is yes, hold on to that, okay? Celebrate yourself for that. For some of you, they're showing me that you've kind of taken a dip, okay? There are some, it looks like someone who has a bit of an addiction that they've been struggling with, while sometimes they're doing well and things are going well, when some extra stress is added to their plate, when they're dealing with some family issues, work situations, you kind of, that habit kind of creeps in, and perhaps you start drinking more, you start eating more, you probably, maybe you party a little bit too much, you do things that aren't for your highest good, right? And you kind of go off the tracks. This shows me for the rest of the year that many of you are going to just take a look at what no longer serves you, and you're going to shift that out. You're going to move it out, okay? That's no longer working for you. And in turn, it is difficult to deal with your stress in different ways if you're accustomed to, let's say, having a couple drinks when you're really stressed, or so on, or going into a negative pattern way of thinking. You're just kind of in your own thoughts and you just kind of beat yourself up. It is difficult to change that, especially if you've been doing for X amount of years. But you'll learn through different modalities. They're showing me an individual who is actually looking at YouTube videos that provide certain motivation, like certain motivational insights that are specific to them. I know, all videos and all things like that don't necessarily click with everyone, but you're going to find your own thing, okay? And you're going to run with it. You're going to utilize it when you need it. It's going to be kind of your go-to, okay, when you're feeling a bit down. This Talk Less and Feel More card, they want you to, this is just a little bit of a reminder that when things get out of control and hectic, they want you to pull back. Okay, that's what this card overall is wanting to share with you, my Libra friends. Pull back. They want you to sit in silence, okay? If you have the ability to do so, mute your cell phone, turn off the TV, and give yourself 20 minutes, okay? 20 minutes to reset yourself, okay? Especially for those really difficult days. As you go through this, you're going to have those times where you're going to want to reach for those things that aren't that great for you and that no longer serve you. Remind yourself you're worth it, okay? And that you deserve better, okay? And changing that frame of mind and putting yourself first, okay? You're going to realize kind of the world opening up for you. And again, they're highlighting the 8 of Wands. Things are going to be moving very, very quickly for you this month, okay? If you start this journey. They want me to remind you guys that without your hard work and dedication, without you making the changes, these things don't happen. But the great thing is, and what I love about reading so much, is this kind of gives you a snapshot of what could be, okay? What's kind of set in your path if you make the changes, all right? And it looks like a pretty great rest of the year for you overall. They're now showing me the sunflower again, and they're showing me 1 rose, okay? So perhaps some more confirmations for you all from this reading, if you can resonate with that. They're showing me that someone is celebrating a year anniversary of sorts. Perhaps you stopped drinking. Perhaps you've had a healthier lifestyle. It doesn't mean you were perfect during that time. I want you to understand that, but still celebrate the fact that you've come so far and you're working on yourself, okay? We are going to draw one last card. It's the Spirit Animal Oracle card just for you. And let's see what, and it came right on out. We have the Armadillo, protection. You are entering a phase where in order for you to be in alignment with your intentions and co-create your best life, you may have to be discerning and say no to many things that have been holding you back in the past, okay? It goes back to this 8 of Swords. What's been holding you back? What's been holding you back? What's been holding you captive? What's no longer serving you, okay? It's going to resurface. It always does, right? It's just, are you strong enough? Are you mentally strong enough and physically strong enough to continue on the path that you were meant to be on? All right, my Libra friends, I'm wishing you a great rest of the month. We'll talk soon.